There's that special guy.
Hey, everybody. Getting drunk tonight.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Keep on your pants.
No, they're already off. You can't see it, but they're gone. Long gone.
Is that what happened Friday
Cheers.
nights in the mag room? You get drunk?
I don't know. I haven't had any drinks in a while on the show, and one of my customers gave me a bottle of Jack Daniels today.
So your customers get you nicer gifts than your sister gets you. Yeah, and she'll be on next week, right?
Yeah, she hasn't said anything. Has she been texting you?
Not a one.
Glad she's taking this so seriously. Lori, this is a nationwide show.
Nationwide. Russia. It's worldwide.
Worldwide, really. I've always wanted to seek asylum in Russia.
What?
We'd make international news if we somehow had to flee the United States. And
I think that the Russians would like that right now.
Having us defect there?
Someone from the U.S. defecting?
Only up some money and we'll do it, or I'll do it at least. Or will you come with me or no?
No, I can't. I wouldn't do that.
I can't do the show by myself. Sorry,
we
Russia.
can still broadcast, can't they? Do it through they must have the internet, right?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be Friday nights, and that'd be, what's the time difference?
Oh, yeah.
Be like early Monday mornings in the mag room.
Nice. It is Friday night. You said it this time.
Friday night in the mag room.
Yeah.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag room. Mag room. The mag room. The mag room.
Everything you need to know about everything you don't need to know about.
Hold on, huh? Oh, what? Sorry.
Why can't you remember my...
We did get a couple mag bags. Your dad wrote a couple. One about steel industry working conditions. Basically, he was writing a report about whether it was good to work in the steel industry or not. He said he worked from 1965 to 1987. He had great benefits, healthcare, dental, 401k, 13 paid holidays, plus your birthday. Get your birthday off. That was nice.
Ooh,
funeral leave. I assume that means someone else's funeral.
He said guys that fell into the vats, they just brought him back to work the next day. Use them as door stops or whatever they could.
Yeah. He said there were accidents, but not if they followed the safety rules. Said they were hot in the summer and cold in the winter and a good bit of smoke in the air. Was it a good place to work? Well, nobody ever quit, and they always wanted to get their sons hired. And then he wrote about the story follow-up on the guy who lost his fingers. He took the worker to the hospital. He also took the glove with the half finger still.
My dad took the worker to the hospital, right?
And the glove.
And the glove.
With the half finger still in it.
We're
going to listen to this, though. I don't understand this sentence. The hospital attached the piece in the glove and glued it to his shoulder. As I recall.
They had to stimulate blood flow.
That's what said. Yeah, that's not in any hospital. Like, if somebody comes in with their finger in a glove, make sure you glue it to their shoulder. He did say he missed a few days' work, and he said he already had 2 fingers cut half off, so it was no big deal. They called him Limbo because he could do the limbo stick dance. No trivia answers yet. I mean, this won't publish for a few days, so...
Right, that German martial artist guy broke, it was 148 coconuts.
Coconuts, hammer hands. Ding, ding, ding. Do you have another one? Hold on. What?
No, I kind of didn't prepare anything this week.
That's great. That's like something new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, whatever you want to talk about.
All right, so more of scary. But this is real life. A Florida man was arrested Friday for driving a stolen pickup truck to Space Force Base in Brevard County in what he called a mission from the President of the United States. When Johnson tried to get on the base, he claimed the president told him in his mind that he needed to take the vehicle and warn government officials that there were U.S. aliens fighting Chinese dragons.
Literal dragons?
I guess.
Like lizards?
But it's also U.S. aliens. In wherever the alien people are, there's another United States.
According to the FBI, there are alien-human hybrids. Dana Scully was impregnated with one. I don't know if you remember.
Based on a
and
true story?
It was born and she raised it. Yeah. So that was 1990, probably 8 or 9.
Okay, so that would count as a U.S. alien. Probably she was the mother of the first U.S. alien.
Well, and then I figure if she did it once. If they did it once, I'm sure they did it.
Well, he's warning us. Nobody's listening.
Wonder what that was like at the gate. Did they kind of laugh at him, or did they have to take that stuff immediately?
Just
this guy's crazy. Yeah. What did he drive to?
Space Force base. You know how there's a Space Force now?
Yeah.
So those are coming. This was another story. Basically, a chess playing robot broke the finger of a 7-year-old boy. Sergei Lazarev, president of the Moscow Chess Federation, told Russian state media outlet that the boy did not give the robot enough time to respond on his move. Then the robot grabbed him when he reached for one of the pieces. The video shows the boy make his move on the board, and the robot plasters his index finger down after a short response.
And broke it.
Yeah. And then the kid put in a cast and continued playing.
I wondered if did the guy that invented the robots, was he surprised by that, or did he know that was going to happen?
And the one other article I read, it seemed like they were like, yeah, the kid kind of had it coming. Well, they said the robot's not going to be banned.
No.
From the tournament.
The robots run the tournament. Robots do the reporting on the tournament.
It said the safety features will be reevaluated.
I wonder if the kid's a pussy too. I wonder
It said he got a cast and he kept playing. They taped his finger to his shoulder and he kept playing.
They took him to Pittsburgh for emergency shoulder
surgery. They're like, broken finger, we got to glue that to your shoulder.
Why is it on my shoulder again? Because it's funny, dude. Just let it go.
Why don't you go limbo? Yeah, 7-year-old finger broken by a robot. That's just so we got their dragons and a robot. Yeah. And then the third, these are all quick hitters. The third one,
we might have to kind of pivot our way into. I think our podcast might need to start being about fighting that. I mean, we started out as we're going for lightheartedness, but I think we should start shifting to preparedness for the alien and dragon robot invasions.
I think our preparedness is we're just having a good time. Yeah.
You think the robots will be down with that?
No, but
that's the other thing we don't know. Maybe the robots are cool. Maybe they'll be like.
I mean, I would be pissed if 7-year-old kid's playing too fast. I'd like.
If you were the robot, yeah.
I'd like to break his finger, but you're not allowed to do that. But the robot could.
Yeah.
If I broke his finger, I'd be banned.
And everybody would think you were a monster.
I mean, I guess I just said I would have broke his finger, so I kind of am a monster. We got a spider alert at our house. Okay, we're gonna vacuum it up. Michelle just came in to get the dustbuster because there's a big spider in our house. Do you think that's part of the attack?
You should tell her not to kill it.
So this is coming, and then people in southwestern Japanese city have come under attack from monkeys that are trying to snatch babies, biting and clawing at flesh, and sneaking into nursery schools.
Called them a gang of monkeys, didn't it?
Attacks on 58 people since July 8th. That's 20 days.
Wow.
Are getting so bad that Yamaguchi City Hall hired a special unit to hunt the animals with tranquilizer guns.
Surprised it took that long.
Tell me this is did we get it?
It's in here.
The spider is in the dustbuster. Mark said we have to do experiments on it.
Because what if it's a sentient robot?
Because we're talking about.
Wait, Brennan, go to bed.
As if you vacuum the robot? I mean the spider?
He said, Mom, there's a giant spider on my wall. Do you want me to get it? No, it's just a cute little spider. Okay. I'm out in the hall. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm scared of the spider. Okay.
Is it still alive?
I can't smush it. It was behind his shelf, so I did the dust one.
All right. Yeah, it's in this room right now. So they hired a special. So that's you though. And so if we do, this will be a movie for sure.
A movie, I know.
The monkeys with the special unit. Mark Thunder in charge of the special unit. Tranquilizer guns.
It said they took out the leader of the monkey gang, right?
Yeah, that was the solve. So this said, monkeys aren't interested in food. They have targeted mostly children and the elderly. Do you know what to do if you're confronted by a monkey?
I do, yeah.
What do you do?
But tell everybody else so that...
I want you to tell me.
I walk up to it I try to show like deference to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't look it in the eye.
Don't look it in the eye.
Yep.
But look at it out of the corner of my eye. Right?
I don't think so. No.
So I know it thinks I'm not looking at it, but I am looking at it. Right.
Okay.
And I throw one of just an elbow. I don't know if you can see this, sort of a cross elbow.
There's no elbow.
And then go backhand with that same fist. Douche. Get it on the ground, roll it over on its belly, arms around the neck, push its face into the ground. So what are you guys doing here? Why are you at my house? Is that what you're supposed to do?
It says you're supposed to not look in the eye, make yourself look as big as possible.
Yeah.
Such as by spreading open your coat and then back away as quietly as possible. They're trying to kidnap small children. What are they doing with the kids?
Probably selling them into sex slavery to the Russians.
So you and your tranquilizer dart group, are you gonna?
I don't even need a tranquilizer dart.
Rescue the kids? Those two guns. How are you gonna get those through customs over to Japan?
For those who that was a visual joke, I flexed. That would be
think
scared
the
as fuck.
monkeys work for the robots?
Probably the other way around.
The robots work for. You think the monkeys are the top?
Well, did you ever see Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
Does that? I don't know. I haven't. Does that have anything to do with what we just were talking about?
I mean, the apes take over, yeah, but there's no robots.
Could they control robots? Or are they smart enough to make robots?
I think so.
So that's my point.
They started with the way this was a great quote from the official. I'm sure you didn't get any flack for this. Initially, only children and women were attacked. Recently, elder people and adult men have been targeted too. Like it got more serious. Like children and women, they're kind of like, eh.
Oh, that's why it took 21 days for the police to be like, well, maybe we've got a problem here.
So monkey traps and police patrols. So a team of specialized monkey hunters led by Mark Thunder mobilized to counter the monkeys and was thought to put an end to the saga with the capture of the gang's leader after the 4.5-year macaque, I don't know what that is, was caught, at least that's kind of monkey, was caught hiding at a local high school.
Wait a second.
After being positively identified, the gang's leader was put to sleep and residents hopeful.
What do you mean positively identified? That's the monkey.
That's like the end of the movie. Like kids kidnapped, you come in, Mark Thunder, you corner the guy in a high school. He's like, Einloth or Thunder, you'll never get me alive.
The monkey can speak English?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're like, damn right, I won't get you alive.
Boom.
Take him down, put him to sleep, bam, dead. And then the last sentence is, though, this will be like on the screen in words. Reports are coming in that a new leader has assumed control of the Yamaguchi monkey gang and attacks continue. So monkey's in charge of robots. So who will help us? Who will help us, Mark?
My cat will help me.
I have the story that tells you who. Dean Wade said he heard a loud screeching noise near his workplace in Wiltshire, southwest England on Monday and raced out to see a Jeep careening before smashing into the front of an empty shop. Wade, who'd been working at the Old Bell Hotel in Malmesbury for only 2 weeks, said he could see the driver, who appeared drunk, was getting ready to back away from the scene. A female passenger had left the vehicle. There's no way you're going anywhere, Wade told the man, who said he was swaying and staggering over the place. He said the man was determined to escape, heading off on foot, though unable to run fast due to his physical state. Wearing his slip-resistant rubber kitchen clogs and chef overalls, Wade chased the driver for 15 to 20 minutes? Thought the guy was staggering, drunk, and slow. Through bushes, allotments, and gardens before the pair ended up at an animal sanctuary. But no one runs for 20 minutes. Could you run for 20 minutes chasing
20 consecutive minutes? No.
No
so they both just kept getting winded, I guess.
Yeah, they're just like, whoo!
Hold on. I'm not holding on. You hold on.
All right, so this is it, though. That was when the real confrontation began.
All the animals from the animal sanctuary.
I could see this massive emu, Wade said. I'm 6 feet tall, and it was bigger than me. Wade said he could tell the bird, which was surrounded by its offspring, was likely to spring into defense if anyone intruded its enclosure. Mate, don't go in there, Wade warned the man. Who he said he ignored his advice, replying, I can fight emus. before heading into the animal pen, where he was repeatedly pecked. It was stabbing his body all over, Wade said, causing the man to curse and unsuccessfully attempt to kung fu kick the animal away. The bird kept stabbing the driver, who eventually gave up, fled the pen, and headed toward a river, while Wade took the opportunity to flag down a nearby police car. But Wade never caught him. This guy's drunk and slow.
He got away, sounds like.
They caught him at the end. Two more things, but both Dear Moogas.
Oh, okay.
Back by popular demand. Do you have a good, better song for Dear Mooga? It's been a while.
Oh. Dear Mooga, got a question for you. Dear Mooga,
what should I do?
What should I do?
How do you do?
I don't know. Maybe they should have asked me first, how do you do? And then I got a question for you.
I see.
Can I rewrite this song?
Yeah, do it again.
Dear Mooga, how do you do? Dear Mooga, got a question for you. Dear Mooga, I work at the zoo, and my friend got pecked by a emu.
And his fingers attached to his shoulder with glue. What kind of music are you going to put behind that?
I don't know.
So basically before it was, these people need you to save them. There's two. I got two today. Both from ladies.
Mm-hmm. No, I know ladies. This is going to be great.
Dear Mooga, my current boyfriend's ex-girlfriend had, and I know this is crude, much larger breasts than I have. I'm fairly flat-chested. We've been together 2.5 years, but I recently found out that in the early part of our relationship, like 6 months in, he told one of his guy friends that he's happy he got the chance to be with someone with bigger breasts before dating someone who he loves but is flat-chested. And I don't know how upset to be about this. It obviously hurts to think that there's a way someone you love is settling for you, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to expect him not be the subject to the biological preference men have for bigger breasts. It feels like a deal breaker somehow, but also realistic feels like it can't be one. What should I do? Insecure.
How's your ass insecure? Because you want your lady friend to have at least one or the other. You know what I mean?
I see. So you think she probably has the other one?
I'm hoping you got a little boot on you. Yeah. I mean, the way he said it makes it sound like it's settling, but I don't think. I don't think he meant it that.
It's 2 years after it.
Yeah. So he's
said it's
obviously
6 months in.
He's obviously
this is 2.5 years in.
He's obviously into you. Is that what you're getting at? Yeah. So stop being insecure. Why are all girls insecure?
It's interesting. Like, if you're with the person, does that have to be like every one of your preferences? I wouldn't think so.
No.
I mean, as long as he's not going to say like, well, you have small breasts, so I have to go hook up with some bigger breast women just to get that out of my system. If he says that, then maybe you have a problem.
That's a little.
Maybe he was joking with his mate.
Well, and yeah, wow. Why'd you go with a British?
I don't know. That was after the story. Yeah.
Well, one bloke. Yeah. So things that one bloke says to another bloke are just things that, they don't mean anything. Or it's just two guys talking. Who gives a shit? Are you happy overall? Insecure? Yes. You're sure? Because you named yourself Insecure, so I bet you're not.
I want to also know how she found out.
Oh.
It says she recently found out. So someone's been holding on that for 2 years?
It's just a weird thing to sort of bring up. It sounds like,
like, hey.
2 years ago, your boyfriend told me.
I wonder who told her. Maybe it's somebody who's trying to get him apart.
Yeah.
It's like another guy, or is it a girl that likes her boyfriend?
Mm-hmm. Someone's always, in a good love story, there's always somebody trying to tear you apart.
Sounds like middle school. My daughter goes through some stuff in middle school, and I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Are you good at giving advice?
No, because I'm just like, tell him to shut up. Well, I'm like, get on and fight. I think women are wonderful, but the middle school girls they're playing some sort of passive aggressive chess that I am not able to play, I don't think.
Yeah.
All right, should we go on to the second one? Dear Mooga. That was the original song. You probably put like a thump behind that, like a doom, doom, doom. Mooga. So this one, have you ever had, in relationships, have you ever had nicknames?
Yeah, a little bit. Not
Like what kind of nicknames?
babe.
That's it?
Babe. Hey, babe. Hey.
Baby, babester.
I say babe a little bit. Yeah.
That's the like, hey, Mark's serious about
I actually like
Mark
you.
really likes me. I know you
call
have
you
trouble,
babe.
trouble with your emotions sometimes.
What's this story about, babe?
I, female 21, and my boyfriend, male 21, currently live together and have been together for about 4 months.
Wow.
Explain why we
Jump
are
right
living,
in, don't you, 21-year-old?
Yeah, it's why we are living together at the 4-month mark. We started out as roommates, but then started dating. So she explains it to you.
It's a good idea.
I have to say, my boyfriend has never been good at pet names.
Like he gives her bad ones, or
Yes.
Cool.
Some of
wanna
the
hear
early
these.
ones were Little Stubster and Sour Meat. One of my nicknames for him in comparison is Little Bird.
You're both bad at this.
Yes. Like it is like, hey, little bird, what's up, little stubster? Anyway, about
Brevity.
2 weeks ago, he starts calling me Tony Pizza. This doesn't even make sense, and he uses it more often than my actual name. He is obsessed. It honestly bothers me that he can't even bother to find a somewhat nice nickname for me. I've had a couple conversations about it. Says he just can't think of anything better. What do I do? Is this going to become a bigger problem, or should I even address it? I hate being Tony Pizza. From Tony Pizza.
Tony.
I think it's a huge red flag.
Yeah, it makes you. I mean, he's
He
weird.
makes me
His
feel like
boyfriend's
he's
weird.
an idiot. He can't come up with a better nickname than Tony Pizza?
Well, I mean, is she looking for something like babe, or is she looking for something like
So you think she wants? So she's.
her
You think
favorite
she's
bird
putting
is
a
a
lot of,
cardinal, so he calls her cardinal or something.
putting a real. You think she's putting a lot of pressure on him?
Well, it's a weird thing to get. Yeah, it's a weird thing to write me about. You could nip this in the bud without having to ask somebody else. Just say, stop calling me Tony Pizza. It doesn't even make sense. A lot of the things that people ask me advice for seem like they could be solved just by rather than talking to me about it, rather than writing to me. And maybe I shouldn't be promoting this because it is a segment on our show, but just whatever you tell me, tell the person that you have the issue with.
Well, she did talk to him. They had a couple conversations, and he said he can't think of anything better.
All right. Well,
Like she's like, hey, I need a different nickname. And he's like, that's the best I got. Tony, he goes in his room. He's brainstorming.
you already had the conversation with him. So if it's really important to you to have a sweet, cool nickname, maybe he's not the guy for you. You are 21 years old, so I would bet that it's not going to work out anyway. So this could be a good reason to just get out of a relationship that you know is going to fail.
What if you liked everything else about the person except that they called you Tony Pizza?
I don't know. You took
But they refused to not call you Tony Pizza. What would be the equivalent for you? They called you like, I don't know, Jane. Jane Funny Face.
Marky Mark. I've gotten Marky. Whenever somebody calls me Marky Mark, it always makes
So
me
you're
hate you.
so you're dating this woman. She's beautiful. Every time you go out, you have fun. You love it. She likes the things you like to do, but she calls you Marky Mark all the time. And she you say, please don't do that. And she refuses. It's like,
I will not.
You're just my little Marky Mark, and that's all I'm going to do.
I have to leave. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to find somebody else. I'm sorry, sweetie. The road has come to an impasse.
So this woman should go to someone else. She said she hates Tony Pizza.
Well, so there's something you hate about being with this guy. And if it's bothersome to you, like I said, first of all, you're 21, you moved in with a guy. It's not going to work out. Use this as an excuse to get out of it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's not going to work out.
And all these people,
Mostly because she's so hung up on it.
yeah.
It doesn't seem like that. I mean, there are so many worse things that people do in these letters and relationships. And
Or just start calling him by something that you know he hates.
yeah, Marky Mark.
Marky Mark, yeah. I'd be like, all right, fine. I won't call you Tony Pizza anymore. You've proved your point with Marky Mark.
Or you know what you should do? If she found a sports, if he likes sports, the player on the team that he hates,
That guy?
start calling him that. No,
Oh.
no, call him that name.
Well,
Like
okay,
if I was a Red Sox fan and it was in the 80s and Don Mattingly, be like, call him Donnie Baseball or
I think mine works
whatever.
better, though.
Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
What's up, Aaron Judge? He's like,
Yeah.
stop. That really hurts. And then you kick him in the nuts and say, well, stop calling me Tony Pizza.
And I f***ed Aaron Judge.
I went to this museum today. We've been on sort of a museum circuit.
Yeah. You're just trying to prove that you're smart to the
Yeah,
audience?
I was out at some museums,
Just
reading
staring
some
at the wall.
leather-bound books. And so we went, it's called the American Mural Project. It's in Winstead, Connecticut. And it's the largest indoor collaborative art project. And it's this wall of a factory wall, 120 feet high, I think, and really long. And it's just all these murals to the working person. So it's like a policeman, fireman, Habitat for the Humanity, people working on airplanes, steel workers. They have a little video that tells. Paul Newman was one of the funders behind it. He was from around here.
Yeah.
So the lady who did it actually drew the label for Newman's own dressing.
It's a portrait kind of, right? Like
Yep. So she drew that, but it was really cool. It's like collaborative art and
collaborative meaning what?
So a bunch of there were parts
artist?
on it. Like she did the main parts of it, but so like there was a space shuttle, and the fire out of the space shuttle. She went to like a bunch of different schools, and the kids made this stuff with her, and that's the fire coming out of space. So like a bunch of different people. There's a house part that's like Habitat for Humanity stuff, and a bunch of people have signed it. Jimmy Carter signed it. Her latest project, which was also in there, was this wall of autographs. She wrote to a bunch of famous sports stars that were like old time sports stars and asked for their autographs on this certain
Mandy
thing.
Mota?
Put it together. He might have been on there. I saw Tom Seaver, and who's dead now, so she's been doing it a while. So
Tom Seaver's dead?
Yeah. He had Alzheimer's. Yeah, a couple years. A lot of sports stars. So it was cool. Went with my kids.
You guys do that a lot.
Yeah, I like getting out there with them. They like doing stuff, and when we sit around the house, we just yell at each other. So that was tonight. Basically, boys were driving back from Brendan's last day camp. Boys are in the car just driving me nuts. I'm like, don't stop touching. They're like, I'm trying to drive, and they're like hitting each other. Like, stop. And then Brennan hits him again. And I'm like, no dessert. He hit me first. I'm like, I don't care. I told you to stop. So they're just pissed. And then they start roughhousing again. And Teddy spills this like liquid juice drink all over the car. And I just lost my shit. It was quiet after that. Ted said at dinner, can I have dessert tomorrow? Like, it's just for today. Wasn't a permanent dessert ban, but nothing else. We're going to Cape Cod tomorrow.
For how long?
A week, Saturday to Saturday.
What's a cis family vacation on the Cape like for a week?
We had a couple of plans. Sunday we're meeting with her cousin. There's some event in Hyannis, and I think we're going to go to the beach with them. Just say Monday we're meeting my friend Jeff for breakfast, and then we'll probably go to the beach. And then Tuesday we're going to go see his team play in the Cape Cod Baseball League game, which are wicked fun.
Who, somebody that plays in there?
Who's a coach?
This guy, Jeff? Oh, okay.
Jeff Trent. Okay. He's the coach of Falmouth. He's been the coach there for like 20 years.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've never been to one of those games, but I always like the thought. I don't know. It's a cool like summer romantic.
Yeah, I mean the games are free.
Free games. It's all like top college players, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So the baseball's good.
Yeah, it's good games, free, in a cool setting.
And there's probably
good food.
I don't know, 300 to 500 people there.
You get lobster rolls at the game.
We'll get seafood for sure. The game stuff's gotten better. It used to be pretty terrible, like what food they have and even the seating, because they were like high school stadiums.
I was going to ask if they have. They still don't have dedicated stadiums for that?
No, but they've pumped money into them. They have lights now.
Yeah.
Because they found that if the games were in the day, fewer people went because they'd go to the beach. So
yeah,
the games are at like 6. But they've pumped Major League Baseball's pumped some money into it. And
yeah,
it's great. I mean, I love going.
I want to go to one.
Yeah, so we'll mostly go to the beach. Kids like going to the beach, running the waves. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what else is going to get some good food.
Do you do any good, like, going out to dinner dressed up type of thing?
No.
I picture you in a little seersucker suit going out to get some lobster linguine or something like that.
We're probably just getting to where that might be worth it. My children would not make a dinner like that worth it. But I used to watch that. Michelle and I would go out to this fancy restaurant, and the kids would be like these 4-year-old kids, and they'd just be miserable. Like, you're spending so much money. And yeah, we'll go out sometime.
I just think if you're in the Cape, you got to do something kind of hoity-toity at some point just to
Well, we went last year.
walk the walk.
Michelle's cousin has a cousin's husband is like head chef at a resort, like a fancy resort.
Okay.
So we got to go there. And they have
Sounds
like a
nice.
saltwater pool, and they had dinner with like music. It was fun.
Are you a seafood guy?
I really like seafood, yeah.
Me too, yeah.
I don't like all of it. Like, I don't like the steaky fish, like
No.
swordfish.
Swordfish.
But I like a lot of seafood.
Yeah.
Shrimp, a lot. I don't like the hard stuff either to do, like lobster. Drives me nuts. Yeah, it's just so much work.
Do you like scallops?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I can
Yeah,
eat
a lot of
nothing
it's
but
how-
scallops
A
for the
lot
rest
of it's
of my
how
life.
they're prepared, though, right? You don't eat them with nothing on them.
I don't like fried scallops, but anything else I'll eat. Grilled
Really?
or sauteed.
Human
or black.
meatballs
I love
or
blackened
scallops? Which ones?
I've never tried human meatballs, so
I
maybe
forgot.
I'll go with human meatballs.
I see. All right. Anything else you got?
You can keep asking me that.
Sorry. All right. Let me wrap it up then. Anything else?
Such a douche.
All right.
Wait, I have one more thing I wanted to mention.
Nice. Mag Room, produced by the Yamaguchi Monkey Gang. Theme song by Maggie Yellox. Email Mooga and Sisko at gmail.com. Check out our Instagram at Tip to Paul, Magroom Pod.
Can't breathe.
And thanks to your parents for emailing again. They're always great
Oh yeah, thanks, Mom and Dad.
emailers.
God, I couldn't fucking breathe there. The Yamaguchi Monkey Gang.
Should we start doing a catchphrase that kisses up to the robots? Stick with the mag room and
Pay respects to you, robot overlords.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
well, you know, this could be my last week. I'm just telling you.